All right, let me do an explanation now of why the inscribed construction for an equilateral triangle works. To kind of understand, you need to have covered circles already, and a little bit about 30, 60, 90 triangles. So if you haven't covered those things, this may be a little bit foreign to you, but listen and see if you can pick it up. So the first thing I did is I'm going to create a diameter. We'll call that AB. Of course, that diameter cuts a circle into two equal arcs, 180 this side and 180 on this one. Now the next move is kind of the important one. We take that radius and we create our arc, and it forms two new locations, C and D. Now, I'm going to draw in something here and see if you can figure out what we just made. If I connect AC here, and if I connect to our center, we probably should have labeled our center, but let's do that. Let's call it M, center M. Take a look at this little triangle right here. This has to be an equilateral. This radius is the same as this radius is the same as this, which means that this is a 60-degree angle and the arc is 60. So what we've done by this little construction is we made two arcs of 60 each. Now, that makes a total of 120, doesn't it? And so if we connect this here to here, that chord sits upon 120. Now, that also means that there's 120 from here to here. Hey, that's perfect. That would be an equal arc of 120 over here. And that would mean that this is also 120 over here. So 120, 120, and 120, there's your equilateral triangle. Let's show you another way to understand that. Again, I'm using just different math facts, depends on what you know and how far you are in geometry, but let me show you another one. So let's start with the same idea. We're going to create a diameter. Call that AB. I'm going to create the arc through that location. Now, we've already established that this angle, the central angle, is 60. So I know that this is 60. Now this, if you've covered this far, is called the arc 60. This is an inscribed angle of 30, is it not? So we have a 30 there, a 60 here. And when we connect these, okay, forms our right angle, our perpendicular. So this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle that's formed. And on this side, this would create also the identical 30, 60, 90 triangle, forming two 30, 60, 90 triangles forms a 60, 60, 60, which is an equilateral as well. There's lots of very cool things going on in that construction. For such a simple construction, it's doing some very interesting things.